Hi, my name is Ashley Camacho. I'm currently receiving my MBA in Healthcare Administration at CBU, and for my final project, I will be discussing my personal values on my long-term goal and how it aligns with that job setting. So for my long-term goal, the job I have chosen is to become the president at Pacific Union College, which is a university in Northern California, specifically found in the Napa Valley. It is a Seventh-day Adventist institute, and the reason I have chosen to want to become a president at PUC is because that's where I received my undergraduate degree. I went to PUC for 4 years and got my bachelor's in communications and marketing. During my time there, I honestly really felt loved, felt the Spirit of God, and believed that I went there for a reason. I will now be talking about Pacific Union College and comparing its values compared to mine. Pacific Union College has several values. The first one is inquiry. Pacific Union College is a community of Christian learners, students, and teachers where sharing knowledge leads to a search for future knowledge. The second is excellence. Pacific Union College offers each learner the opportunity to achieve his or her highest potential mentally, spiritually, socially, and physically. As one of the most valued outcomes of a high-quality education, students will discover the meaning and purpose in their lives. Educational programming, both in and out of the classroom, is intended to facilitate an accelerated stage in a lifetime of continuous improvement. Next is integrity in human relationships. All are created equal in God's sight. The goal is to treat everyone with fairness, dignity, and respect. Next, we have service. Pacific Union College encourages students to plan for a life of engagement in the world, both professionally and personally. Christian witnesses. In every way, faculty, staff, and students will reflect the love of God as expressed in the life and character of Christ. And lastly, community. The core values of inquiry, excellence, integrity, service, and Christian witness will be cultivated and passed on within a community of learners who are as committed to one another as they are to Christ. This community will be engaged in the creative pursuit of knowledge and meaning, actively involved in Angwin, the Napa Valley, and beyond, both partner and resource. My values are community, unity, loyalty, service, and grace. These are very important values to me because I come from a very big family that supports each other and knows everyone's business. This is where I believe a community comes in and is very important, because without having a support system, you can never really accomplish anything in life. And what better way to have a community when running a university? Next is unity. Without having a team and without having people that support you within the community, you will never be able to be one. And I believe that when being in a position of any kind, you should always have some type of unity and transparency and just want to build together instead of build each other down. Next is loyalty, which ties into both community and unity as well. Without having people that are loyal to yourself, or without you being loyal to your organization, you will never be able to succeed because you wouldn't be true to yourself. Servants and grace, my very favorite and most important of all. Both of these are very important due to the fact that they show God's love. And if we're not going to be showing God's love or spreading disciples and multiplying, what is the purpose? Service is to help those that are in greater need, and to show grace is to be like Jesus every day. Now that I have discussed the values between Pacific Union College and myself, I will now be stating the facts that need to be done and the steps that I will have to succeed in to be able to get to where I want to be. So I am currently, as mentioned before, getting my MBA, my Master's in Business Administration and Healthcare Administration. From here on, I will develop more insight and experience in working for an organization, specifically in the healthcare setting. I do have a love and a passion for the healthcare environment, but as my studies have continued, I've realized that I have a yearning and a passion to help Pacific Union College succeed and help their enrollment go up, and it's an environment that I want to be in, especially since their values align with mine. So after this, I will hopefully retain a job in the healthcare organization and go up the ladder from there. This will help me with experience and also something that I enjoy doing. I will be able to learn how to run a team. I will gain experience of working with different people and networking. Once I have done this for a couple years, I will then begin to look into PhD programs. And once I have succeeded in having my doctorate, I will then be able to become a professor. My next step would be to become a professor, so I am able to see how it is to be a teacher, work in the classroom setting, and just remember what it's like to be a student. I believe this is a very important value, to know what it's like to be in a student's position, because how can you run students without knowing what needs to be done? Because there will be a huge time gap between the last time I was a student and me wanting to run a facility of students. Once this is accomplished, I will hopefully work for Pacific Union College as a professor, particularly either in the business department or in the communications department, which is where my heart is. After doing this for a couple of years, when the time's right and the position is available for a new university president, this is what I will step in and fit. And I think being an alumnus from Pacific Union College really puts me aside from other university presidents that may have experience, because I have the love, the passion, and the grace to work on this location, and I truly want what's best for it. It's not just a paycheck to me.